Okay, so I just wanted to chat about some of my favorite tips going into a holiday weekend because it's definitely easy to throw your meal plan out the window and like not follow anything, but it's also super easy to stay on plan because I've been doing this for a long time, as most of you know. And I have gone through multiple holidays and not thrown it completely out the window. The first thing I will say is you need to just make a choice of where you're going to be at on the spectrum, if you're going to be all in or if you're going to be a little bit more flexible. And then you need to be 100% okay with that, whatever your decision is tomorrow, or I guess Monday, because tomorrow is technically the holiday. We start today. But you need to just be 100% comfortable with whatever that is, like, so that there's no guilt. There's no like, oh my gosh, I have to do a double workout. Like, none of those feelings are okay to have. So whatever your choice is, if you're going to have a piece of dessert, you need to be okay with that. If you're not going to have a piece of dessert, you can't be like, oh, I'm totally missing out. Like, you just need to make a choice and stand behind your choice completely. And it's totally okay to be flexible too, because remember that these meal plans aren't meant to be like black and white, that they're meant to be a lifestyle. And by no means do we expect you in a lifestyle to like never indulge in a brownie. So like, don't feel like that either. It completely depends on where you're at in your journey and what your goals are. For me personally, my goal is to stay away from desserts, which is a little bit easier because I can't have a lot of desserts. But I personally know that I have to get into a swimsuit next week when I go to Florida. And that's intimidating to me because I still have baby weight to lose. So like, I know that if I indulge in multiple desserts that I will feel guilty and I will feel self-conscious because of that. And I don't want those feelings. So it's easier for me to say no to having a brownie than to feel that later. However, my mom's making mashed potatoes today that I really, really love, and I'm just going to plan my containers accordingly. So that's honestly my biggest tip, is that you look at your day and you look at, and I mean, you won't necessarily know what's on your entire menu maybe, but plan your containers accordingly. If I were you, I would plan to save a yellow or two for your meal, because there's usually more goodies at things like this. Or maybe you're going to enjoy a glass of wine or something like that, and just plan out your containers accordingly, so that you don't get to dinner and you're like, well, I have a red and a green left. Well, that's not going to get you very far, right? So make sure that you just kind of go into it with a plan. I personally write everything out because I'm a type A personality. I have to check off the boxes and I have to check off my colors and all of that. So I know exactly, going into my meal, I know exactly what I'm going to eat. And with that being said, it's super easy to like go into the stretch your stomach out mode on holidays. So since we just learned about this in our videos last week, I really want you guys to consider sticking to the correct portions and seeing how you feel, because my guess is you're going to feel full if you eat in your correct macros first. And then if you're still hungry, maybe indulge in something else, right? Or like, and then like go from there. But like, don't stock up on all yellows on your plate and then be like, well, I'm still starving, I need to eat like more purples. Like, no, we want to lean into like our reds and our greens first, because that's where you're going to get full from first. The other thing that I always recommend to people is drink your shake before going to your event. So like our event's at 1 o'clock today, and we have to drop Tinley off at 10 with an aunt, yada, yada, yada. I'm drinking my shake on the way to Sioux Falls at 10, because it just helps curb those cravings, and it kind of helps get some of that, like, I need to have a sweet tooth thing out of your system. I just realized I have my whole Energized to drink still, so I have to chug some of that down before we actually start working out. But that's one of my other big tips too, is to don't skip your shakes to start. Drink your shake today, and tomorrow and Monday. Don't skip them. but plan them accordingly as well into kind of where it fits into your day, because it will help with your cravings. And then the other thing is pack water. Bring water with you, because when you're thirsty, your body sometimes just thinks you're hungry. And if you don't have enough water in your system, which it's easy to get there and see everybody and their dog has juice and punch and pop and all this stuff, but nobody serves water. So bring your own water. I bring my water bottle with me everywhere. I have since I started this journey, and like now it's just like what my family does. It's what we drink when we go places. So it's totally fine. And make sure that you're drinking your water throughout the day and not just like for 5 minutes. I missed one. Let me think. Now I can't remember. Dang it. It'll come to me when we're working out. Does anybody have any, oh, I remember. Let's see. If you have to bring something to your event, I always suggest bringing something that fits into your meal plan, because then you know you at least have one thing that like you can like rock out on, right? I always bring a vegetable something of some sort, because nobody ever wants to sign up to bring vegetables. Like nobody ever, or they're like, here's broccoli, right? Like it's not creative, it's not fun, it's not like anything. So I'm always like, I'll bring the vegetable side or whatever. So sign up to bring something that fits into your meal plan. You guys, the Fixate 2 cookbook has a holiday section. Use it. Like there are desserts on Fixate, on the cooking show too. The chickpea brownies are amazing. They're one of my favorite. I have made, in the first Fixate book, there's a cake. The cake is really good. Like I've made the cake for my family, and I don't know if you guys, anybody knows my family, but my parents like do not eat healthy at all. And I fed them this cake and they were like, this is so good. And I'm like, oh good, because I tricked you. But so utilize the recipes that we have like right in front of us. And it's a great way for you guys to share about, they're like, oh, where'd you find this recipe? And you're like, oh, it's in this new cookbook I've been using because I've been making better choices, right? But just something to kind of keep in mind there too. So does anybody have any questions or any specific scenarios that you want to talk through over your holiday weekend that you want to chat about now? Then I have to go up and get my phone before we start working out, because to be honest, I don't actually know where it's at. It's here somewhere. I'm gonna unmute you peeps. Did it work? No.
Yep.
Okay. Anybody have any questions or concerns, or like, oh my God, my grandma's bringing this and it's my favorite?
We eat every meal out of the house. We have 4 events tomorrow. That's the hard part.
Yes.
We don't bring anything to any of them.
And you don't bring anything to any of them? Do you know what's being served?
No. I think ham at lunch. Something ham.
So when we have to do multiples in a day, we're lucky we got our split this year. So like we have one today and one tomorrow. But when I've had to do that in the past, I try and stick to protein and veggies and pack snacks is what I personally do, because for whatever, and my families just never have fresh fruit. Like they have like the fruit salads filled with all the crap. So I skip those. And then I'll like throw in some apples and I'll throw in some nuts, and I'll always have my shake with me. And maybe today is the day that you don't blend your shake, you just shake it and drink it, which isn't anybody's personal preference, but it's still better than nothing. Like, bring a beach bar with you, like bring stuff with you so that if you get there and there's absolutely nothing that you can eat, then you have backups. That's what I do. And if you want, like, this is totally up to you. I've done this where I literally pack my own food and bring it. So, because there's times that I know that there's nothing that I'll be able to eat. Like when I was doing Whole30, I packed my food and brought it everywhere with me. So it really just depends how all in you want to be with this particular program that you're doing, but that's an option for you as well. And if you do choose to do that, just know that people will look at you weird, and you just have to like focus in and be like, this is what I want. Like, you have to focus in on what you want and not like that they're stuffing their face with pie. Like, that's, and I still feel like when I go to holiday things, more so on my husband's side, well, actually not really, on both sides, where I still feel judged, and I've been doing this for 3 years, where they're like, just have a piece of dessert. And like, for me, I can't have a piece of cake without having a severe reaction of like gut health. So like, it's more than that for me. But at the same time, like, why can't you just respect that I don't want a piece of cake? Like, it's hard. So just know that those feelings might come up and be prepared for them. And what I always try to do is just, that's fine. Like, I just have to remember, like, my goals are more important to me than somebody else, I guess. Anybody else have questions or issues? That's a lot of Easters in one day. It's like you can't even really spend time then.
Yeah, we do a 2-hour cap everywhere we go before we switch to the next one. Lovely.
Good Lord. Well, I'm super thankful that ours is low key this year. So, but I feel ya. I've had to do that as a kid. Hi, buddy. All right, I'm gonna run up and grab my phone so we can start working out. If you guys like are on a time crunch and you need to start like right now, feel free to, but I'm going to chug this quick and then run up and grab my phone, and then we can get started. So otherwise, chat amongst yourselves. I shall be back.
Forgot she had sent the link for this yesterday, and so I was sitting there waiting for the link. I'm like, what is going on? And I went back and I'm like, oh shoot. So that's why I was late.
Listen, did your principal tell you that that work day is like half off site? Did you hear that?
Yeah, we're at Roosevelt.
Why?
I don't know, till 10:30, and then we have lunch at 10:30. And I'm like, what the? No.
He didn't tell us where, but he's like some off-site training, and I'm like,
Yeah. I saw that it was at Roosevelt. Well, that's where ours is, I guess. But I don't know if it's like the same, like if elementary is at Roosevelt, and like that is, why are they doing that? Like, come on.
I did hear that the other half of the day is supposed to be like teacher work day.
Yeah, I don't remember what she said.
But Mitch told us that it's actually building choice.
Right. Yeah, that's what I've heard. Like lunch, like usually we always have lunch. Like our principal always buys us like lunch that day.
Yeah, normally ours is too.
And well, our principal's retiring, so I'm guessing she's gonna be kind of laid back. I would hope, but she's kind of uptight anyway, so not sure.
So frustrating. And I heard we have an hour of cyber safety training for the district sending out.
Lovely. I'm just so. Could be worse, I guess.
Could have students that day.
I know, and we could have to come in on Wednesday too.
All right.
When is your last day?
You guys, what's the workout today?
Our last day, our kids' last day is Friday the 20-something.
The 20.
Total body cardio, because that's my favorite. Not.
Oh, I hate this one, guys.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's total body cardio core or whatever. So I made sure to drink 2 juices this morning.
Oh, I gotta get a glass of water. Crap, I can't do that without water. I'll be right back.
I need water too. I forgot my water.
Everybody doing 21 Day Fix?
On day 20 though.
Oh, you're ahead of us.
I started right on time.
Are you starting 21 Day Fix Extreme?
I'm planning to. I just finished my certification for Ultimate Fix yesterday, and so I'm gonna get a week of that under my belt before I go into 21 Day Extreme.
Oh, so then we should be back together.
What are you doing, Ariana?
Oh, we were talking about schedules, and I'm on day 20 because I started with everybody, or like right on time with the real.
Oh, yeah.
So then I'll finish tomorrow. But then I have a week, and I'm gonna work on the Ultimate Fortune Fix stuff for a week because I got my certification yesterday,
Okay.
and so I'm gonna do that for a week so I can get some nutrition stuff down, and then start on the extreme the week after, right?
I'm
That is.
nervous for 21 Day Fix Extreme.
I love that program.
I've never done it start to finish. I've like done workouts from it and then I get scared.
I've never done it.
So
I did it. I liked it. I did it 3 summers ago, and I loved it.
oh, that's just a lot of days of autumn. Holy Hannah. Not my jam.
Girl wearing the 80-day shirt.
I know, right? I was really sick of her by then. I had to put her on mute. I like her workouts. I just can't stand her voice. But I will say I like these ones way better than the original because they're not the same every week. And I don't know when things are going to happen. That's when I started disliking 21 Day Fix. I originally loved it. But like when you've done it so many times that you know exactly when the cues are going to happen, like it makes it even worse.
One thing that was bothering me at the beginning was her booty shorts. They were kind of bothering me.
Right? But okay, I had to, because I'm like, my week is totally out of order. But yesterday, she was wearing the bird pants? I was like,
Yes.
why are there birds on your pants?
I did
That's some strange looking
I
design.
mean, she has her own person that like designs her outfits for her.
I know, and I'm like, why are there birds on your pants?
And there was one other pair that I was like, what?
The tree one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, okay, but like, there's been, because normally I really love her outfits, and I was like, no, those are weird.
ADD Obsession, she had really good outfits, but this time
I do like the camo one she had.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, are we ready to get started?
Woohoo.
As much as I want to sit and chat, we actually have to get moving. Because I swear if I'm late again, my mom's going to murder me. All right. Total body cardio. Are we ready? This is going to be cool. Ashley's just over there laughing. I hate this workout. Okay.
Really?
All right.
Oh.
I'm going to mute and get started. I will see you all in 30 minutes. Nobody jump off because I want to take a picture. All right. Go.